Welcome back. No country can survive two civil wars, which makes the call for national unity at this time very paramount. The words of the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammadu Sayyad Abubakar III, during the Traditional Rulers' Day as part of activities to mark the 50th anniversary of Rivers State. The event brought together royal fathers from within the state and across the country, including the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeye Eniton Ogumusi. Our correspondent Emmanuel Irei reports.
The arrival of these royal fathers in the company of the governor of Rivers State defiled the early morning rain to start the day's event. They are here on a day set aside by the traditional rulers as part of activities to mark the 50th anniversary of the state. The governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, begins by highlighting the importance of the traditional institution in the development of the country.
Apart from being the custodians of our cherished cultures and traditions, traditional rulers also exert immense political authority over their subjects. These traits make the traditional institution indispensable tool for driving socio-economic development, especially at the grassroots.
The chairman of the occasion, the Oni of Ife, believes the way to go is leading by example.
You lay a very good example in anything we do, in our conduct, in our words, in our thoughts, in our actions and deeds. If we do this, the society will come out brighter and better for all of us.
On his part, the Sultan of Sokoto calls for national unity and responsive leadership.
And during the last 50 years, we've gone through and surmounted the worst of all, a civil war. And I think we have lessons to learn from that, because no country survives two civil wars. And it's better for us to check the lessons, work against repeating such mistakes, and move forward.
As they collectively break the ground for the construction of the Rivers State Council of Traditional Rulers Complex, a key take-home from here is for political leaders to see the traditional institution as a reliable ally for socio-economic integration and national development in Nigeria. Emmanuel Irei, Channels Television News.
Workers of a leading oil company, Mobil, producing Nigeria Unlimited, an affiliate of a global conglomerate, ExxonMobil, have begun a 3-day warning strike. Among several other grievances, the workers are accusing the company of violating the provisions of the Local Content Act and sacking Nigerian workers. They're also accusing the oil firm of violating previous agreements it reached with the umbrella union, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengasan. The workers warned that if the company fails to address their grievances, they would start an indefinite strike on Monday. In December 2016, the oil workers had shut down activities at the company's Kwa Ibo terminal to protest its decision to fire up to 100 workers. Business News is next. Here's Anne Wawodo.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Amarachi, and welcome to Business News. Farmers who accessed loans under the Central Bank of Nigeria's Anchor Borrowers Program have begun repayment. In a statement released today by the financial regulator, details of the loan disbursement and repayment indicate that as at March the 31st, 2017, a total sum of 33.34 billion naira had been disbursed to 146,557 farmers across 21 states through 12 participating financial institutions. Out of the total amount of 33.34 billion naira released, about 15.1 billion naira is due to be returned to the CBN. According to the CBN, participating state governments are making efforts to ensure that all farmers repay their outstanding loans. One of Nigeria's oldest indigenous financial institutions, Wema Bank, has unveiled the first fully digital banking service in the nation's financial system. The launch, which coincides with the 77th anniversary of the lender, was unveiled in Lagos at a media briefing.
Here's the management of the stock exchange-listed lender, Wema Bank, with a new innovation, and in fact, the first of its kind in the country. Introduced to journalists and other guests as Alert, the digital banking service features the needs of Wema Bank's prime targets, the millennials.
With Alert, customers can do all their banking transactions, including account opening, document submission, and all other banking transactions, financial and non-financial, without ever having to enter into any physical branch.
Wema Bank prides itself with 175 million accounts. The chief executive, Mr. Segun Oluketuyi, says with Alert, the lender looks to net 3 million customers.
We're seeing over 3 million customers on the Alert platform, over $200 million in revenue, and best in class in cost-to-income ratio. Today, what you find on Alert is a savings account. Alert Digital Gold, interest rate 10%.
Mr. Oluketuyi fields questions from journalists and explains how Alert is backed by efficient processes and regulations.
This is a bank, so to speak, but we're running this bank under the same license of Wema Bank, and the CBN has given us the nod.
Alert is an application available on the go, different from mobile or internet banking.
For a regular digital product, you will still need some combination of processes and procedures that are done physically within the banking hall. But for a digital bank, we have eliminated any physical interaction with any of our physical locations.
We have the generation today that are demanding for what they want to see. So Alert is a response to what we believe that generation wants.
Alert is coming at the 77th anniversary of Wema Bank. With this ICT solution, it may just be right to say that Wema Bank has regenerated for the young.
Nigeria's stock market saw its second consecutive gain for the week and the month at the close of midweek trading. Chimezie Obiwago has the details of today's transactions.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The bull run at the Nigerian stock market continues on Wednesday, with the general index breaching the 26,000 mark, up 0.59%, and the total market value hitting the 9 trillion naira mark. All the market sectors were in the green territory, with the exception of insurance. Investors' positive sentiment at first quarter results of listed banks increased their appetite for stocks in that sector. At the top of trading were Zenith Bank, GT Bank and UBA. Over 264 million shares worth about 2.9 billion naira were exchanged in 3,958 deals. Market breadth remains upbeat as 27 stocks posted gains while 13 posted declines. Top on the list of price advances in percentage terms are Fitsin, Oando and UBA in that order. In the meantime, Unity Bank, 7up and Ashaka Cement led the price decliners on the second trading day of the week. And that was the stock market report. I'm Chimezie Obiwago.
Thank you, Chimezie. It was a weak start for U.S. markets earlier today, following disappointing earnings from tech giant Apple. To tell us more from the Nasdaq market site in New York, here's VOA Channels TV business correspondent Jill Malandrino.
U.S. stocks opened lower in trade early as Apple shares fell overnight after the iPhone maker reported a quarterly revenue and forecast missed. However, the Nasdaq Composite is still coming off of an all-time high yesterday as earnings season has lifted sentiment and provided more upward momentum for a stock market that really has shown no fear. Apple came into last night's report up 27% year-to-date and had closed at record highs. The strong earnings have also helped offset some fears about geopolitical tensions in the Korean Peninsula Peninsula, the lack of progress by the Trump administration in enacting its economic agenda, as well as mixed economic data. Now, oil prices rebounded from 6-week lows after the American Petroleum Institute said late Tuesday that U.S. inventories fell 4.2 million barrels last week, and that's also ahead of DOE data that's coming out later this morning. Today, the focus remains on earnings, with fan favorite Facebook reporting after the close, as well as a policy announcement from the Federal Reserve that is expected in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. From the NASDAQ market site in New York, I'm Jill Malandrino, and this is VOA Channel's Business News.
Global equities closed today with mixed sentiment as U.S. Federal Reserve keeps interest rates unchanged after a positive assessment of the country's economy. Let's check out the numbers. With those figures, we end Business News for tonight. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Anne Nwawadu. It's back to you, Amarachi.
You first. First Bank.
4 years after its establishment, Elizabeth University is having its first convocation. The private university, situated in Ilaramokin in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria, successfully turned 35 bachelor degree graduates. The management of the institution described the milestone as a testimony of its commitment to the pursuit of academic excellence and relevant knowledge for the development of the country.
They're only 35 in number, but these graduates must be proud of being the pioneer set at the convocation of Elizabeth University. Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu joins the founder, principal officers and members of the governing council to honor these youngsters. Well-meaning Nigerians and other prominent citizens of Ondo State in attendance watch on as the graduates step out for their certificates. The graduates are advised to combine acquired knowledge, skills, and emerging technologies to make themselves economically relevant in the society.
Your education has not ended, as we have not exposed you enough to technology, which is going to redefine some, if not all, professions in this knowledge age. Therefore, you cannot rest on your oars, but must be prepared to continue to master the application of emerging technologies to solve existing problems.
The founder of the university recalls the successful journey of the institution.
In reaching this stage, even though I have single-handedly borne the financial burden, I have nevertheless been alone in the achievements so far made. It is group achievement.
In his goodwill message, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu draws attention to the importance of private universities in nation building.
Today, Elizabeth University has joined the League of Private Universities with distinction to produce manpower for the development of this great nation.
5 out of the 35 graduates finished with first-class honors. Elizabeth University was founded in 2013. The institution currently has no fewer than 1,114 students.
Maternal and infant health care in Nigeria is set to get a boost as GE Africa, an international digital industrial company in partnership with Reddington Hospital, launches Breast and Gynecology Center. The General Manager Commercial GE Africa, Mr. Frederic Kambuliv, says the partnership is pioneering a cutting-edge revolution to respond to health-related challenges that are common amongst women.
Determined to fight breast cancer and other diseases affecting women's health, health practitioners and government delegates converge as GE Africa, in partnership with Reddington Hospital Group, launch a breast and gynecology center. The aim is to discharge professional maternal health services with cutting-edge technology.
If you have a center that is able to pick up changes in your breast early, you have the best opportunity for saving your life. We have that here. We have advanced mammography, three-dimensional.
The general manager of Commercial, GE Africa, while highlighting some of the peculiar health challenges in women, discloses that the partnership is prepared to respond to the feminine health needs with advanced medical equipment.
Patients are increasingly well informed. Before a lady goes to her gynecologist today, she goes to the internet, so she knows what's out there. And women are doing their own research, they know what new treatments are down the pipeline, and we have to be in the position to respond to those needs.
The wife of the Vice President, Mrs. Dolapo Shibajo, in her speech, notes that a mixture of physical and psychological health is the right package for women.
Emotional, physical, and psychological health is a true package of what women require. I can't forget the words of Dr. Iwala that health is more than the absence of disease. I think that is so profound. The Reddington Group have proven themselves as pioneers in the healthcare delivery.
With the state-of-the-art technology in addressing women's health, the high rate of maternal and infant mortality in Nigeria may be heading to a zero level.
Still ahead on the news at 10, 22 goals scored on day 2 as 16 schools progress to the next round of the Lagos preliminaries of the Channel's National Kids Cup. We'll have more coming up in sports news. Do join us again.